Hey, good evening there, sweet peas. Basic prepper mom Myra. So I want to talk about a few things. First of all, I want to talk about the price of food. I made a video earlier and it was like way too long, so we're gonna try to shorten this up here. But I have a lot to talk about. So about a year ago was the last time that I went to Winco. Now Winco is a no frills grocery store. Grocery store that you just kind of bag your own food. Like it's no frills, and it's really super cheap. It's literally probably the cheapest place to get food. They've also got a bulk section, which is really nice too. But I went about a year ago and I stocked up on meat, and I was able to get beef, pork, chicken, and I think I got some ground turkey as well at that time. We raise a lot of stuff ourselves, but sometimes the prices are really, really cheap on meat, and you just can't, you can't pass it up, freeze it, put it in the freezer. Anyway, or vacuum seal it, put it in the freezer. That's what I meant to say. So anyway, about a year ago, I went to Winco. I got quite a bit of meat, and I got flats of vegetables as well. So my shopping cart was literally like overflowing. Like I couldn't fit anything. I could barely push the cart. There was so much stuff in there. At that time, I left, and my shopping bill was like $360, $370, somewhere around there. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of money. Today, my husband and I went. We got half the meat that I did last year. We got no beef whatsoever. We just got a little bit of chicken, a little bit of pork, and 2 things of ground turkey. That's it as far as meat. We did get some lunch meat, some dairy, so some cheeses and stuff. Trying to think, frozen food, like frozen veggies. Trying to think, nothing too crazy. We didn't get anything in bulk. And we only got 1 flat of veggies. Got a few cans here and there of other stuff, but nothing too crazy. Got some snack stuff because for my husband's lunch for when he goes to work. But we came out of there, same thing. Shopping cart was overflowing. Like couldn't fit anything else in the shopping cart, right? But we got less meat by like half than I did last year. Our bill was $533 coming out of there. Now my husband saw the silver lining and said, well, if we went to a regular grocery store, this would be a lot more. And I said, yeah, if we went to our local grocery store, just a regular grocery store, this probably would have been about a $700-800 bill, if not more than that. So yeah, okay. But he wasn't with me when I did my shopping trip last year to really see the difference on, on how things are and kind of what's going on. So, it was definitely quite a shock. So got home and started vacuum sealing everything. We get food also. We're going over to my mom's, who lives in Nevada, this weekend, and we take food over to her. She doesn't have a lot of money to buy food, and she just won't buy food. Like she just won't. So we bought her a little chest freezer. We package things up, take it over there, put it in her freezer, and then when we go over there, I usually make a huge meal of several huge meals, and then I bought some little single serving containers, and I package leftovers up for her so that she can just heat stuff up, and that's all she has to do. So so part of that grocery list was also going to her house too. But it was definitely quite a shock. Things are going way up in price. My oldest daughter went last night to our local grocery store. Her and her friends went camping this weekend, and she goes, well, I have to get a few things. She came out of there with 2 grocery bags. That's it. 2 plastic grocery bags. That's all she had. And she spent $103. She bought like 4 packages of bacon, which bacon right now is like almost $10 a pound. Even the cheap stuff is. So she did buy some bacon, but just, salsa, tomato, lettuce, tortillas, eggs she got from us because we have our own eggs. We have our own chickens, and a couple bags of chips, and that's pretty much about it. And it was $103, and she was shocked. So I was kind of glad that she got a little reality check, but still, prices are definitely going up, and they're going to get much worse. Now, totally different subject. I don't know if anybody saw, because the media hasn't even really talked about it, which I find very strange, because I would want to know. I actually heard one of my other people that I listen to and follow talk about this, but it was either this last week or the week before. There have been 2 separate incidences where 2 separate groups of illegal immigrants have tried to basically hijack a school bus in Southern California. And I just saw a little clip of when they were interviewing one of the bus drivers, but I guess one of them, the parents or other adults actually intervened and stopped them from boarding the school bus, but they're like in the road flagging the school bus down. Now, if you think for 1 minute that these people just want transportation, you have your head buried in the sand. I can guarantee you that. I saw the movie Sound of Freedom twice, bawled my eyes out both times. If these people could easily come across the border without being detected, do whatever they want, do you not think that someone in that group was looking at these children with dollar signs on their heads? They can easily take that bus, park it, take it right where they cross these children into Mexico, and nobody would ever see or hear from them again. And I'm sorry to sound like, Debbie Downer here, or, oh, well, you're just blowing things out of proportion. No, not anymore. Not anymore. I am so over this. I'm so done. The Venezuelan gangs that are coming through are absolutely horrific. They make MS-13 gang members look like nothing. They are so violent. They are horrific. If you look up Aurora, Colorado and what's going on there, they are coming to smaller towns. They are coming to your areas, and you better be prepared. There's video of them with full-on ARs and handguns up the wazoo, which I find really interesting that, we've got such strict gun laws in this country, but yet these illegal gang members that are coming in have all of these firearms. Wonder how they got those. Because pretty sure they didn't have to pass a background check, pretty sure they didn't have a 10-day wait period, and pretty sure they didn't have to use their fingerprints to buy anything. And pretty sure those guns aren't registered, but whatever, right? Holy craptastic. But we are going to have our ability to protect ourselves taken away. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Let me tell you. Yes, you need to stock up on food, water, and medication. That's a given. We've talked about that the whole time. You should have been doing this whole time. You should continue to be doing that. But anyway, I've heard 2 of my other people that I follow and talk to, both of them who I don't even know if they know each other, if they follow each other, but both of them has said the exact same thing in the last 2 days. You need to stock up on ammo, 100%. And if you don't have something to put in the ammo, put the ammo in, there we go. I knew that sounded weird. Then you better look into that too. And you better get your family plan in place. You better figure out how to defend yourself and your family and your children, because if you cannot defend yourself and your family, your children, then you better just stay in your house and never ever leave. Of course, if you can't defend yourself at your house, then you're going to end up in a whole nother problem. But anyway, you better look into getting the classes, the training, whatever you need. And if you do have that stuff and you're good to go, you're set there, awesome, great. Have your emergency plan. Make sure that your family members know about it. If you're at a grocery store, if you're at a mall, if you're at the movies, if you're at a restaurant, if you're just at your house, if you're outside versus inside, if you are in your car, make sure that everyone in your family knows the plan if something were to happen. If you're a husband and wife team or a significant other, whatever, make sure that you guys have a plan for each other. And if there's children involved, make sure that you know the plan with those children. Who is going to stay with the children versus who's going to go over here? Who's going to do what? Y'all need to really button down these plans and figure it out. If you need help in this area, if you need assistance, if you have questions, if you need stuff, please go see my daughter at Sierra Mountain Firearms in Shingle Springs off of Duroc Road. She will absolutely help you. She is putting together some classes. We are looking at a specific home defense class, a specific women's defense class. We're also looking at possibly putting together a senior citizens defense class. That one's a little difficult, not gonna lie, but looking at that too. But we're looking at some very, very specific defense classes that are going to be very hands-on and 100% give you the skills and the ability that you need to do what you need to defend yourself and to protect yourself and your family. So anyway, looking into also doing a specific mother's self-defense class as well. So we're kind of doing all this stuff, trying to get it up and running as quickly as possible so that we can help as many people as possible. Wow, I cannot talk tonight, but you better figure out how to defend yourself. And if you're not sure how to defend yourself, if a pew is not right with you or for you, then look at other options, look at other alternatives. Still go see my daughter, Sierra Mountain Firearms. They have non-lethal things that you can do as well. Look into other, whatever is going to be comfortable for you, but it's going to get a lot worse. I'm going to tell you right now, it doesn't matter who's elected, it doesn't matter what side. It's going to be a dumpster fire either way, and we're going to have issues. So it doesn't matter if a left person gets in, then yes, we absolutely probably will be in a world of hurt in a lot of ways. If a right person gets in, we're still going to be in a lot of situations, but we might have a little bit better shot financially and economically. I don't know, we'll see, but it is what it is. All right, you guys have a wonderful, amazing evening. Once again, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to reach out. I hope you guys have a wonderful night, and we will talk to you later. Have a good night. Stay safe out there.